Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 4% Entrepreneur Show. Vick Strizheus here with you. I hope you're doing well. And on this episode, I want to walk you through, I'm going to talk about the 12 attributes, 12 things, right, that if you focus on it, guaranteed to make you great, okay? Guaranteed to make you a 4%er. So if you're watching this, YouTube, if you haven't subscribed, please feel free to subscribe. If you're watching this on 4%.com, on air. If you haven't yet created yourself an account to the 4%, if you would like to do that, feel free to do that. Here's what I'm going to do. This particular episode, we're going to keep it tight, we're going to keep it short, and it's going to be, I'll give you stuff that really made an impact on my in my business. Okay, so if we have never met, right? If you have stumbled upon this show, what this is all about, well. On this show, my idea here is to share ideas, strategies, and tactics, and mindsets, and and methods, practices, and things like that that will help you get to the next level in whatever it is that you're doing. Right. So I started out, online as an internet entrepreneur, over 14 years ago, and learned a lot of things along the way. And some of those things that I've learned helped me a lot, right? And some of those things that I learned were great lessons that cost me a lot of money. And so my idea here, and that's what we teach in 4%, that's what we have this program now called the 4% Success Challenge for Affiliate Marketing, where we take people through the process of what does it really take to become great, right? Because really what you're talking about is if you want to get paid high, if you want to have big paydays, right? You want to become somebody who is going to be valuable, right? The rarer the commodity, the more valuable it is. Okay. So how do we develop those or engineer, right? Create those commodities or focus on creating those that are rare. And so the simple metaphor here is like this. Okay. So if this is my 100-story building, and I talk about this quite a lot because this is easy to understand. Okay, so if this is my 100-story building here, okay, and this is your business represents, or this skyscraper represents your business, okay. The concept of a 4%er, okay, the concept of somebody who is great. See, somebody, if you go to the second floor here and I say, hey, look over to, to the right, and show me the, describe the view, and you would go and you would describe the view, right? And so typically, if there is a neighborhood, there's other buildings, et cetera, right? You might be like, oh, I just see a wall. There is nothing really there. There's nothing good, right? And I go, hey, go to 96th floor or 97th floor, okay? Just take yourself up the elevator there and look at the same right side, right? Same direction. Look over in the window and tell me the view. See what's going to happen here. This is really easy to understand. Your view is going to be completely different, right? So you're above the so-called noise. You're above the so-called competition. Okay, so that's the concept that we want to achieve in business. Like in business, if you're building your business, whatever it is that you're doing, you don't want to be here, metaphorically speaking, right? So metaphorically speaking, you want to rise above whatever everybody else is doing. This is what everybody else is doing in your marketplace, right? So if this is your skyscraper, this is your building, okay, if you're like this guy right here, whatever industry you're in, okay, whatever it is that you're doing, if this is you right here, you're no different than anybody else. You're just blending in, right? You're no different. I might have an ambition to build a tall skyscraper, right? But I want to be mindful. How do I get to the top? And I think if you're not deliberately going to the top, you're by default, right, deciding to be average. And average people fail. Average people, typical people, they don't get the results that they're really after, and it's a losing game, okay? Because you just like everybody else. Again, this is a metaphor, maybe not the best metaphor, but so my intention here for this particular show is I'll give you 12 attributes, okay, that I have put together for myself first and foremost, right? Over the last 14 years, I'm trying to make it. Right, trying to do this kind of stuff, and I did this kind of stuff in multiple industries. Right, started out as an affiliate entrepreneur, promoting other people's products, and Hang on a sec. Okay, delete. Okay, good. And failed, was like everybody else over here. And then I discovered some nuggets, right? Some things that allowed me to go and raise myself above the noise of the so-called competition in affiliate marketing, selling other people's products, which I think is the easiest way for anybody to get started. If you're looking to build something that's significant on the internet, I think affiliate marketing is the way to go. You don't have to create products. You don't have to customer service your people. You don't have to do a lot of the heavy stuff, right? That traditional business owners and product creators have to deal with, merchant accounts and shipment and delivery and all that stuff. It's just a lot of headaches. So I think for anybody who is who wants to get in the business, build themselves a very lucrative business, get into the money fast, okay, build a very solid business, I think affiliate marketing is the way to go, but a lot of people don't understand how to do it. See, I've been through the process, so I've kind of mastered that particular area for me at that time. I've done this in network marketing. I've done this in opportunity space, right? I've done this in CPA marketing, and there are strategies that blend together. There are strategies that overlap, right? And so I want to talk to you about the 12 key attributes of a 4%er. So now we have a company called the 4%. If you're watching this, you're inside of the 4%. Hopefully you're going through the 4% challenge, right? This is for affiliate marketing, and it's awesome. We teach people, I walk you through the path on how do I get myself over here in affiliate marketing. And more importantly is how do you build a business around that concept, right? A lot of people doing affiliate marketing, they're failing at it. But I think once you know how to build a business around it, this is one of the most lucrative ways for you to get into the money fast and long-term and stable. So there's a process to do that. So that's a different conversation, maybe for a different topic, different day. But 12 key attributes, yeah. So this right here, I got this thing for myself. And this is something that I actually teach in 4% Success Challenge for affiliate marketing. But this is something that will help you no matter what it is that you're doing, I believe, right? Take this information for what it's worth. These are not just some things that just, were put together. These are deliberate. These are the things that I check myself off and kind of mirror my actions and myself off of every single day, and see how I stack up against these 12 every single day. So I'm going to walk you through them right now. I think it'll be very beneficial for you. This will help you if you are trying to do this, okay? If you don't want to be like your competition, if you don't want to be like, if you don't want to be typical, right? If you want to rise above the noise, if you want to rise above the common level, if you really want to make your difference, this will really help you, okay? So in a moment here, I'm going to share my screen with you. Don't share the screen just yet. In a moment, I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to walk you through these, okay? Through 12 of these key attributes in a moment. Okay, everybody? So if you're watching this, okay, go ahead and share my screen real quick. Okay, so here it is. Okay, again, I created this for myself initially. This is what I teach, and we go over. If you happen to watch this particular episode, and if you are going through the 4% Success Challenge, I actually give you. Go back to me real quick here. You'll be able to actually print this out for yourself. See what I got is I got myself this thing laminated, and just have it in front of you, right? It's gonna keep you focused. Okay, so let's get into this right now. Okay, so take a look at my screen here. All right, so first one, okay, this is the 12 attributes of a 4%er. And what's a 4%er? Okay, 4%er is somebody who is in the top 4%, okay, in the top 4% in any industry, in any area, right, in any environment. If you want to be in the top 4%, this is what it takes, okay? Number one, key attribute number one here is you got to have a clear vision, okay, of the future you want to create. Have a clear vision of the future you want to create. So how do you create a clear vision of the future you want to create? Again, this is the stuff that I get deep into, as we go and kind of teach this concept, 4% Success Challenge. But I'm going to condense this and kind of give you the gist of it. So really important, okay, is you got to know where you're going, okay? Your vision, if it's not written, if you don't know what you're going for, okay, if you don't know what it's going to look like, you don't have it, okay? So have a clear vision of what it is that you're building, what it is that you're doing, What are you doing? Are you just trying to make money? Are you just trying to, you know, to market and just kind of see what happens? Are you just going with the flow? Are you just trying to keep up with what's going on in the industry? You know, really ask yourself, right? What am I doing? Do I have a vision? Okay, I have a vision. What does it look like? Does your vision change every single day, right? You wake up today, your vision is this. You wake up tomorrow, your vision is a little bit different. Your vision is based on your mood. If that's the case, you will never get to your end destination, okay? Because you're like, it's like having a ship without a rudder. It's like, okay, let's just see where we're going, you know, where we're going to end up. You just leave the harbor and you don't have a course. You're just like, all right, wander in generality, as Zig Ziglar would say, right? And you're like, all right, let's see what we're going to end up. Who knows? You might end up on some rocks or something, you know? So have a clear vision. Be deliberate about it. Okay, whatever it is that you're building, what is it going to look like? Okay, the more clear that is, the more attractive it's going to be, and that vision has to be so clear and so powerful that it will pull you. Okay, because entrepreneurship is not, you know, it's not a walk in the park, right? Don't listen to anybody who tells you, well, there's, you know, you push a button, become rich. Those people are broke, I guarantee you. Okay, they're broke. They don't know what they're talking about. They're just repeating these nice sayings, you know, that they hear. It takes work. You know, if it was easy to be an entrepreneur, a true entrepreneur, and succeed, if it was that easy, everybody would do it, right? But very few people do it. 4%ers, true 4%ers, 4 people out of every 100, they're making it. 96 people out of every 100 in your industry, in my industry, in any industry, they're failing. It's just the truth, okay? So component number 1, or attribute number 1, is have a clear vision of the future you want to create. Okay, go back to the screen real quick. Okay, number 2, this is important for me, okay? Never complain about anything you can't change or unwilling to change, okay? So if you're gonna complain about something, do something about it, okay? And if you're not going to do anything about it, don't complain about it. You have no right to complain about it, okay? If you cannot change the weather, there is no use of complaining about it. Yeah? If you cannot change a particular situation, if you literally physically cannot change it, there is no need to complain about it, because you're just clogging up your subconscious mind with negativity that will not get you to your vision that you really want to create, okay? Now, if you can do something about a situation, do something about a situation and don't complain. But in either case, you cannot complain. As an entrepreneur, if you want to be a true 4%er, okay? If you want to be great, if you want to put yourself in a category of the top of the top of the top, we're talking about the top 4% in your space, okay? That true 4%, you cannot be complaining. 96% of people do that, okay? You should not do that. Now, attribute number 3, learn something new today, okay? Again, I'm talking about what I created for myself, and now, you know, I mean, I teach this in 4% now as well, and especially for those of you guys who are, you know, if you're going through the 4% Success Challenge, we're huge on this. Learn something new today, okay, that will take you closer to your goal tomorrow. Really simple, not a rocket science, okay? So keep that in mind, we'll come back to that. Number 4 is important for me, okay? Is break a sweat every day through physical exercise. Why? Because emotion is created by motion, okay? And this unlocks great ideas, creativity, and genius. So I'm huge on that, okay? Some of the best ideas that I ever had in business, in marketing, campaign, copywriting, some of the best, you know, most creative ideas that I've ever had in virtually any area, you know, outside, including business and outside of business, were after some sort of a physical workout, right? So my thing for me, again, I'm not sure about you, but I'm a big believer that your emotion is created or is connected to your physical body, right? So if you feel lazy in your physical body, if you feel tired, if you wake up in the morning, you feel tired, right? Your body is, you know, you're slouching, your body is like, oh, you don't want to do anything, you feel heavy, you look in the mirror, you don't like what you see, right? If that is your physical self, your emotional self will follow that, okay? So the easiest way for us to change our self-image, how you see yourself emotionally, is to change your physical image. Really simple, not a rock, anybody can do that, okay? And I'm a living example of that, because I was somebody who did not like what I saw in the mirror. I changed it, right? And I am a big believer that Because see, especially being an entrepreneur, again, this is the stuff we talk about in the 4% Success Challenge, because this is the stuff that 96% of people out of 100 don't understand, right? That's why they're failing. On your journey here, you've got to understand a few things. Number one, you've got to understand the invisible stuff. Number two, you got to understand how money works, okay? And what is money? Money is not paper, all right? Money is not something that's, something that's way out there and so difficult to get. And this money is an idea. Simple, money is an idea, okay? So somebody printed out a piece of paper and they put $100 on, or 1 and 0 on it, right? And, a Benjamin Franklin face on it, and, made it fancy and all that stuff. And they said, okay, this is going to be, we're going to call it a $100 bill, okay? See, it's an idea, right? So the value, it's as valuable as the value that we as community, right, give it. So money is an idea. Paper is not valuable. Ink on it is not valuable. It's no different than a piece of paper that print paper, right? It's no different. But it's the value that we give it. Now, what is behind that value? It's an idea. Okay, so it's the indoctrination of nations, right, and generations about that idea is what creates money, right? Now, when you backtrack from idea, this concept of an idea, what are ideas? Idea is energy, right? Thinking, your thought is energy, right? And so if we stem from that and we really understand that if you are, on your journey, you really want to create something that's, a phenomenal success financially, monetarily, you got to understand a few things, how money works, right? And most people don't understand how money works. Most people think, well, I have to trade, hours for dollars. And really what you're doing, you're trading your energy, okay, for somebody's idea, all right? And you get rewarded with money. So again, money is an idea. You're just thinking about it totally differently. See, broke people look at money from this side, okay? Successful people look at money from a completely different side, okay? That 96 percenters, or maybe even 99 percenters, are not seeing. And that makes all the difference, okay? So for me, okay, especially for entrepreneurs, I think it's critically important, my idea anyways, or my thinking, is for entrepreneurs to be strong emotionally, right? The way you become strong emotionally is through becoming strong and feeling strong physically, okay? Your physical leads to your emotional, and those two connect. You have this sense of confidence, you have this sense of, self-image about yourself, that you feel good about yourself. That resembles, okay, that kind of, that affects how you think, okay, your thought pattern, and so it unlocks creativity, it unlocks genius, unlocks all the good stuff that you want, that helps you on your journey to building yourself as an entrepreneur, to building your empire, to get greater results. Make sense? Okay. So for me, it's critically important. Go back to the screen here. Okay. So break a sweat every day through physical exercise. For me, this one of these things, this right here is a non-negotiable. Okay, every single day, literally 7 days a week. Okay, give away that which you want to get more of. Okay, this is something that I put in for me, and this became, or kind of, it got into my, one of my 12 key attributes of a 4%er, because I'm really a big believer in, whatever you want to get more of, you need to give away. Okay, so same thing go to the concept of, energy, right? Physical energy. You will never, ever, ever get physical energy by sitting on your couch or sleeping all day long or watching TV and eating potato chips. Never will happen, right? Will never happen. Hang on a sec. Does that make sense? So if I want to get more energy physically, I need to give away energy, right? I got to get my butt to the gym. I got to get outside, put my running shoes on. I got to run. I got to give away energy to get more energy. That's how it works. Okay? Make sense? There are laws that govern, universal laws that govern financial success and all other. If I want to get more love, I want to give more love, right? That's how you need to give first before you get. With money, you need to give away money before you can get money. Okay? Whether it's investing in yourself, right? You want to invest in yourself by again, you put away money, right? giving away a portion of your money. You know, if you haven't checked out, there is a course that I created called Wealth Building Blueprint. You can get it to by creating yourself an account on fore.com. You can enroll in it for free. It's like a 3 or 4 hour course that I created on financial. I think it's called Financial Blueprint. Okay, and I talk about this concept of finances. How do you deal with it? And so I'm a big believer in giving away a portion of your money. Okay, that's like seed money. It's important for me, anyways. Okay, so attribute number 6 here. Okay, take a look. Is don't be cheap on your journey to greatness. Okay, this is a huge one for me. Okay, you will never build anything that's significant by trying to save, by trying to be cheap. Okay, so if I want to build myself a skyscraper, okay, I can build a cheap one. Nobody will want to live there, right? In business, I see so many people that are trying to cheap their way out, cheap their way through, right? They're trying to cut corners over here and cut corners over there, trying to build their empire. Now, I'm not telling you to invest your money and throw away your money unresponsibly, right? Or make decisions that are bad or stupid decisions in your business by wasting money. No, but what I'm talking about, when you are on your journey to greatness, right? If you want to become great, there's a price for everything. Price for everything. Cheap is not the best, okay? Not always the best, right? So for me, as I'm building my empire, and especially for entrepreneurs, okay, there are some things that, yeah, you can save money on, right? You can buy stuff on sale, but there are some things that you cannot be cheap about, okay? Some of the tools, some of the, I'll tell you a perfect example here. Some people, come to me, they're like, how can I save the most money on learning how to do whatever, right? And so people buy cheap courses. You can go and buy cheap courses. Heck, you don't even have to buy cheap courses. You can get them for free on YouTube, okay? And there's a lot of them out there. But here's the thing. Wrong information, all right, or sometimes cheap information can be a lot more costly and deadly to you for your business than any premium level right information or premium priced right information ever will be. You know what I mean? So I know some people that buy $100 course over here, and because they don't want to invest $1,000, right? They're like, I'm gonna go and go for cheap. Some people trying to find course from the big gurus or whatever, people that they can't quote unquote afford to buy their courses, right? And some of these people go and look for like black hat forums and stuff like that, and they're trying to steal. You see what I'm saying? By getting from a pirated, maybe a pirated version. They don't understand that what they're working, they're dealing with the laws that are invisible but are present, right? So they're dealing with laws that govern success and money. And here's what I can tell you for a fact, without a shadow of a doubt, 100%. Okay? These people will never, ever have success that they're looking for. Never. Because they're working against the laws that govern success. You see what I'm saying? So don't be cheap on your journey to greatness. You got to pay the price. When you pay the price, you have moral authority, right? If I invest in my business and I want to, imagine this. This is something that I talk about in the 4% Success Challenge as well. I said, look, when you are building your business, let's talk about affiliate marketing for a sec, right? If you're building your business, some people are like, what's the cheapest autoresponder I can get? I don't want the cheapest autoresponder. I want the best autoresponder, because I want my emails to get delivered to people's inboxes. Okay? Can you imagine if, a 747, right, airplane goes in a service, in a hangar, and they service it, and they just put the cheapest stuff to service the plane? Would you ever want to be in that plane? I wouldn't, right? Because what if that thing, goes up in the air and the cheap thing breaks? See what I'm saying? They don't cut corners in things like that. Now, why would you in your business, right? You can save a little bit of money here, but then in the long run, what most people don't understand is that little savings will cost you a lot more. Okay, that cheap little thing that you're trying to save yourself a few extra bucks here, because you're being cheap on your journey to greatness, it's going to cost you more, because this information might set you back. Okay, you might put a whole lot of effort here in this thing, and it might be a wrong thing for you. Okay, so my friend, goes for every area of your life. Don't be cheap on your journey to greatness. Okay, remember that one. And again, if you are in 4%, if you're going through the success challenge, this is something that you will get. See, I got it laminated. You know, you can print it out for yourself, and you know, just have it in front of you. Okay, it will be important. Okay, let's move on here. Number 7, simplify everything. Okay, it goes without saying. All right, confused mind does not take action. That goes true for you. Okay, for me, for everybody, for your clients, for your customers. If you complicate things for yourself, you will not be doing what you need to be doing. So simplify everything is just a good practice. Okay, don't settle for good enough. This is, for me, it's really important. You want to strive to achieve excellence in everything you do. You know, there are some gurus that will tell you, you know what, just good enough, just get it out the door. Well, I would disagree. Okay, it's a fine line. Okay, if you always settle for just good enough, see what's going to happen here is you condition yourself. Everything you do, you condition yourself, right? If you like, I'm going to go to the gym today, work out, I'm going to give myself some slack, right? I'm going to do 50%. Just good enough. It's good enough for today. I feel a little tired. It's good enough. Okay. See what's going to happen is you got to watch out for those exceptions, right? Exceptions will kill you. Okay, can kill you. Here's what I mean. When you feel like settling for good enough today, you're like, that's good enough. Okay, tomorrow your mind will be pulled more towards settling for good enough than to strive for excellence, because that is like a muscle. Okay, and if you conditioning your muscles in a certain way, that's how they will want you, you know, to be the next time around, and so forth and so on. So my take on this concept is, don't settle for good enough. Okay, don't settle for average. Strive for excellence in everything you do. Marketing, building, about yourself, what you do. You know, when you don't feel like doing something, right? Good enough is, I'm gonna give 50%. See, remember, everything you do conditions you. Okay, conditions you. And if you condition yourself for good enough is okay, if you listen to some of the gurus that say, well, just get it out the door, man. Okay, Apple would not be Apple today if Steve Jobs was satisfied with just good enough. Okay, study on some of the greatest companies. Okay, study how fanatical they were on making sure that everything is excellent. I can tell you about Apple. I studied Apple a lot. Okay, and they missed so many launch deadlines, okay, because the product was not perfect. Okay, they did not want to get it out there and just have it good enough. First $1 trillion company. The world's first $1 trillion company, Apple. Okay, valuation. Amazon. Okay, any great companies. See, there's a great lesson. Okay, when you look at some of these entrepreneurs, quote unquote entrepreneurs, that say, well, good enough is good enough, just get it out there. Okay, when you look at a lot of them, okay, a lot of them are not great. A lot of them are just so, right? If that's what you want, then I guess go for it, right? My idea is, if I want to go and really be a 4%er, I cannot afford to condition myself, to allow myself to get conditioned in any area that's important for me, to settle for just good enough. Make sense? Okay, let's move on here. Okay, number 9, this one is a good one. Okay, don't be busy. Okay, don't be busy. You know how many people are busy right now these days? Everybody's busy. Okay, everybody, you're busy, right? Here's what we want to be. We want to be effective. Okay, I want to be efficient. I want to be productive. Okay, so instead of being busy, I want to take a look. Last episode of the Entrepreneur Show, I think I covered, we talked about how to multiply time. Okay, being busy doesn't mean anything. You don't get paid for being busy. You get paid for being productive. You get paid for results. Okay, and so for me to get results, I've got to learn how to be effective. I got to learn how to be efficient, and I got to learn how to be productive. Make sense? Okay. Number 10 is, I want to take responsibility for everything. Literally everything. Okay, if you're an entrepreneur, you are responsible for everything. That's it, plain and simple. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, you are responsible for everything. Okay, you got a crappy life, it's your responsibility. If you call yourself an entrepreneur, right? If you call yourself an employee or somebody who likes to blame other people or somebody, well, I guess you can you can cop out from that, right? But if you're a true entrepreneur, there is no boss that you report to. There is no somebody that tells you what to do, right? So everything is up to you. Everything. Everything. How you feel, how you think, all right? How you go about your day, the results you're getting, okay? The clothes you're wearing, the car you're driving, the vacations you're taking, the conversations you're having, the friends you're having, right? The self-talk you're having, the response from the marketplace that you're getting, right? The attitude that other people give you, all of that, 100% is your responsibility. Okay? So the moment you realize and adopt that thinking pattern and behavior and that belief is the moment you will change. Make sense? So a lot of people watching this, or will be watching this show, obviously, as we're streaming right now and recording. But if you're watching this, ask yourself, okay, what are some of the areas that you try to push responsibility on other people? Okay, do you do that? Again, it goes back to conditioning. So if I condition and train myself to take responsibility for everything, I'll act different, I'll behave different, right? And I'll have different results. Okay, number 11, lead by example. Okay, never ask or expect anyone to do anything you are not willing to do yourself. Very, very simple. If I'm dealing with people, okay, if I'm in sales, if I'm especially dealing with, come back to me. So if I'm dealing with people, if I'm an entrepreneur, right, I will never expect anybody to do anything that I have not done or I don't do myself, ever, ever. Okay, so I'll tell you about myself when I promote other people's products. I do not promote products that I don't purchase and use myself. I don't promote them. Okay? Every product that I recommend and promote, okay, when I started out as an affiliate, those were the products that I would purchase myself, right? And I would pay my money because I don't expect for anybody to do anything that I'm not willing to do myself. Okay? It's called moral authority. Even today, right? When I decide to recommend a product or promote a product, and running a company, and so a lot of these vendors and partners, will give you offers like, hey, you can have this for free. You promoting. I decline freebies. I don't take freebies. Okay? Nobody on a 4% team here, right? We don't give out freebies. Products that we have, I don't, my friends, people that work for us, they don't get it free. Why? Because if I believe if I get something for free, okay, and then I'm gonna try to expect somebody to pay money for it, where is the logic in that, right? There is no integrity there. So I want to operate, again, I want to work with the laws that govern success. I want to work with the laws that are invisible but work, right? You don't see the law of gravity, but you feel the effect of it, right? Right? You don't have to see it. You don't see the electricity. You don't see it, but you use it. So many people fail is because, again, it goes back to all the other ones, okay? Being cheap on your journey to greatness, try to take shortcuts and all that stuff. Success has no shortcuts. There are no shortcuts to success. Okay? So for me, I want to lead by example. Okay? The other day, I was looking at the product that I was, that I was gonna recommend, here in the 4%, and this guy's like, hey, you can have it for free. I'll just sign you up. No, thank you. I want to pay my money today. You know what? Some people might say, you know what? It's easy for you because money is not an issue, whatnot. When I was broke, I learned this from one of my mentors. I would borrow, okay, money, and I would pay for a product that I was promoting. because I did not want to work against the law, okay, that governs. See, like a dog can smell fear, right? A dog can smell fear. If you're afraid, it can sense it, right? A dog can tell if you're in a good mood or not. How? You don't say a word. You just come into the house, right? And if you have a pet, especially a dog, it can tell if you're in a good mood or not. How? The same way your customers in your marketplace will tell if you're phony or not. You know what I mean? If you try to cut your way, okay, on your journey to greatness, if you try to get freebies, if you're trying to, get yourself comped into this deal, and you're trying to, take the easy way out, but then you go into the marketplace and you're saying, you gotta pay the price. What are you really doing, right? You're working against the law that governs success, and then you're wondering how come you might have a step forward and then you're taking 10 steps back. Because you're working against the laws that govern success, right? So don't do anything. If you want to be a 4%er, okay? If you want to be a 4%er. See, these guys that are here, that's what they're doing. It's crazy, okay? If you want to be a 4%er, if you want to be the top 4%er, lead by example. It's a good practice. Don't expect anybody to do that you're not willing to do yourself. Make sense? All right, let me give you the last one here before we wrap up. Number 12, okay? I am destined. This is what I want. This is what this is a little, this is something that I recommend that you adopt for yourself, okay? So it's a statement that you can repeat to yourself. It says like this: I'm destined for greatness. Success is my responsibility. I can achieve anything I put my mind to. So if that is your belief system, okay? If you truly in your heart of hearts believe that, and that becomes your mantra as an entrepreneur, as you're building your empire, right? As you're building whatever it is that you're building, and that becomes your guiding light, okay? I am destined for greatness. This is your belief in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, why would other people believe in yourself? Why would other people believe in you, right? If you don't believe in yourself, why would I believe in you? Why would you expect me to believe in you and your dreams if you don't believe in your own dreams? Do you even have a goal? Do you even have a clear vision where you want to go? See, if you don't have that, all of these things are important. They're like colors of the rainbow. They're all interconnect. Okay, so that's why for me, when I created these 12 attributes initially for myself, right? And this is a great guide for me to, check myself off of every single day. Okay, so I am destined for greatness is an internal belief system. Okay, it's an internal belief in yourself. Success is my responsibility, so that gives you no options. That removes any possible cop out for you, right? Complaining, anything that you might kind of bounce that responsibility on somebody else. No, success is your responsibility. Okay, it's your responsibility. It's not my responsibility to make you successful. It's your responsibility. Okay, it's nobody else's. It's not your spouse. It's not your kids. It's not your wife, husband, significant. It is up to you. Whether you succeed or fail, it's up to you. 100%, 24 hours a day, no exceptions. Okay, and the last one here is this is something you can say to yourself: I can achieve anything I put my mind to. So this is something. This is like a muscle. Okay, this is where the more you repeat that, the more that you live it, the more that you practice these 12 key attributes in your life, you will become somebody who you will believe in that. Like this is going to become who you are. This will shape your self-perception, right? This will shape your personality. This is going to be who you are, right? You're not going to have to fake it. So you will build this unshakable belief in yourself and in your abilities that, literally, if I do all these things, right, and this is going to take a process. It's not going to happen like overnight like that, right? It's a process, but it's something that you condition yourself into, and then you become this entrepreneur, this version of an entrepreneur, again, the true 4%er, right? That when you say to yourself, I can achieve anything I put my mind to, and you really believe it, right? You act with integrity with yourself. First and foremost, it's integrity with yourself, integrity with the marketplace, and you believe in what you're telling yourself because you have all these other points backing your actions up, right? If you're true to that, you can truly achieve anything you put your mind to. Reality is most people can't, right? Because most people are very shallow, most people are fake, most people are fraud to themselves, okay? Most people scamming themselves out of success. You see what I'm saying? Not true 4%ers. Now, this message will not resonate with most people. This message will resonate with just a handful of people that might watch this video or somehow come across this video. So I'm talking to you. If you see yourself as extraordinary, if you believe that you are destined for greatness, okay, here's what I would recommend you do, okay? Take a look at these, and every single day, when you wake up in the morning, hey, do you have a clear vision, okay? We practice this thing called goal card, okay? Napoleon Hill talks about it. Jim Rohn talks about it, right? All the greats, you know, personal development field talk about it. Tony Robbins. You want to have a focal point, okay? Where are you going? Now, that goal might be the next milestone you're trying to achieve, but you want to be very specific. Specific, okay? Laser focused. Where are you going? What's the vision, okay? Are you complaining every day? See what I'm saying? Ask yourself. Every day, check yourself against these, okay? Did you learn something new today that will take you closer to your goal tomorrow? Okay, did you do that today? If not, okay, let's see. Let's have all these checked off every single day. Okay. All right. Did you break a sweat today? Did you do some sort of a physical exercise for your physical body? Okay. If you didn't, let's get it done. Okay. There's no excuses. Again, you're shaping yourself to be a 4%er. It's work. Most people will not do that because it's inconvenient. But here's the thing: convenience and greatness don't mix. Okay. Convenience is 96%. It's typical, it's average. Greatness is 4%. Convenience and greatness don't mix. Actions are completely different, okay? Give away that which you want to get more of. Did you invest in yourself today? Did you, did you make somebody's day better today, right? If you want to have respect, did you respect somebody? Did you do something good for another human being today, okay? Check yourself on that every single day. Don't be cheap, okay? Did you try to cheap your way today? You know what I mean? Did you try to, okay, let's go back to the screen here, okay? Simplify everything. What are you doing right now? How can you make it simpler, okay? Are you settling? Like the activities that you're doing right now, the stuff that's on your desk right now, are you trying to settle? Are you trying to say, hey, it's good enough and just call it a day? All right? Again, check yourself on this. All right? Are you being busy? Number 9 here, just go back to it and just stay on the screen. Are you being busy or are you being effective? Okay? Are you taking responsibility? Are you leading by example today? Okay, what did you do today that demonstrates you leading by example? You see what I'm saying? So my friend, these are the 12 attributes of a 4%er. This you can apply to any area, any industry, anything that you're doing. And I promise you, if you really think about them, it'll start to shape your personality. It'll start to shape your self-image. You know what I mean? And the more you do it, you will become somebody who's going to be different, just different. The masses have a certain perception of themselves. You will become different, okay? Eagles don't mix with chickens. But if you hang out with chickens, even an eagle can become like a chicken, right? If you want to be an eagle, you got to hang out with eagles, my friend. You don't hang out with chickens. Chickens don't do this stuff. Okay? Hope this helps you. If you found this to be helpful, drop me a comment. Hit that like button if you're watching this on YouTube. Share it with somebody that you might care about. Again, if you are not in 4% yet, would love to see you in 4%. We have some great things happening. If you need help with a guide, if you're somebody who wants to learn how to build a solid, unshakable, real, long-term, massively successful business on the internet, as an independent affiliate entrepreneur, not affiliate marketer, independent affiliate entrepreneur, where you can promote other people's products and you can build yourself, you can build your future with it, you can actually build a real brand around that concept. And if you want to have a clear path, what do you do from scratch to get yourself to first 10K, first 100,000, first $1 million and beyond in sales, selling other companies' products and other people's products, having a blessed, right? Building an unshakable business that's going to be here to stay. Check out the 4% Success Challenge. You can go to 4%.com, probably find it somewhere there. Or ask somebody if somebody shared this with you. We have some promotional partners here with 4% that we'll work with. Get on that. That will be the most life transformational education for you that you will ever embark on, guarantee. At any rate, I appreciate you. Be awesome, and I'll see you next time.